Oh, this is childhood. Childhood around in the Second World War time. Stone. Oh, this is from the book actually, created by Jack and Stone Soup. And careful hand and kind work. Stones of gold. The sand our mothers sand. Recently working with a child, I did all the wrong things. And because I believed in that child, and I wanted his survival only. And the job did not survive. But this little line comes. Lift the blade of your body into the light, child arrow. Okay, now I will just in the remaining 10 minutes do a little bit of peace fire, which some of you have or have not heard, I don't know. Was occasioned the Arlington Street Church. We were all together reading, and Stan Strickland was playing his instrument, and well, anyway, and well, Jack had been speaking in the church. Let's see. Oh God, who has let us live long enough to cross the bridges of being out of darkness into the curved light. We shall crack open the churches, and out of that point of cleavage shall spring the Jack in the pulpit of the human spirit, blown through by the winds of God. I am placing my foot on the flesh of the human heart, and I shall rise to the proportions God gave me. My dance begins, but the ballroom is eternity, and the light is forgiveness for this human race. Unable to be kind to the animals of its own species. I am in this race. I am a slow beginner. And when I mount the podium, the stars will come in whirlwinds out of the pulsating sky of night and wrap me in their wounds of rhythm. I shall stand where the rivers flow beneath my legs. I shall stand with my head caught close to the yearning, yearned-for sun, where my burning hands reach for its fire. O Prometheus, I walk fire-footed among the bands of children, and only their voices breathe with my heart, and their hands understand my toys. For the first touch of our hands on seashells must be maintained with death. The found stick on the sidewalk is our amulet, and the found light dancing on the stage of time is the blues of the inner wolf of our being, releasing breath long caught under the volcanoes of the earth, and we are the instruments through which it flows, our breasts the volcanoes out of which it pours, spilt fire and milk from the gods. We lift the crevasses of the body alive, while the ones we loved who died call to us from an eternal wind, and we raise our hands and join them in a circle dance. Except briefly, ever so briefly, our feet touch the earth before we rise. Our hands interlace, our stomachs press the music of one human gut into the music of the other human gut, and the gut is plucked, and the music is born, and the cold black eye shoots lightning by the altar, where the wine of the human spirit, mixed with the snakes of healing, pours into the uncensored gullet. Holy wine, born by the snakes of our beginning. The found stick is the caduceus of our soul. Lord, make me the instrument of your peace. The war within me demands that every human take off the layers that cover their true nature and dance naked in the battlefield of our beginnings. Crack through to the essence of existence, and you will find yourself with wings waiting for the rise. Wine pours straight from the bottle down my throat into the fire of my entrails. We can cannot bear anything we cannot bear. We have to bear everything we cannot bear. We bear our own true natures to the fire of sun itself, who purifies our being to its bones and lets truth speak from a snake's tongue in the dark of night, the light of love. We start from mouse size with a nose for candy, and we rise to God size with a hand for truth. We start in dust that wraps around our life. We fall in dust that scatters on the earth. We civilize our solar flare of spirit's body, unaware, and extinguish the flame with the instrument of torture, the repression of the body and soul in the name of decency. We cannot climb to heaven without the ladder of fire our body teaches us to make out of the igneous fire of the heart. But if we dance in the true body of ourselves being, free form, liberated, one with garlands of fire that embrace the earth, we leap to heaven when we touch the earth, and our wine is fire of the heart. Our hands fuse fingers with the hearts of man, aspiring earthwide in the torture chambers of the human family. And each of us who bears a flame shall take it to the door of each of us who lives in darkness, and the earthwide torch parade shall dance for the millenniums, circling in the galaxy of seasons. Sick to death from artificiality, the true flower shall be born. Its many-petaled heart shall spread an incense stronger than steel to lift the human spirit from despair. O dancers alone on the field floors of desperate ecstasy, take hands. The dance work is beginning, and the images shall flow from the center of the earth and time immemorial. The eyes of doubt and fear that stand in gunshot every day and fall needlessly. O hands, unite and pick them up, and reassemble the human spirit to begin again. What chemicals can we combine in the frying pans of our hearts to heal the disassembled child, who is the dream our wombs conceived with fire? Heaven and earth unite in our bodies, and carry each of us to our true natures, the wagons we hitch to the stars to let our chores be done by the gods themselves. There is no pearl-like slugging grass, or stinking ginkgo seed, or broken insect wing that does not matter on the glistening soil. There is no deep iron sunset on the quahog shell that does not matter. No whorled black whelk that does not play the music of the spheres.
Yeah.
Sing. The voice box still contains the treasures put there in the beginning. No hand can hold them back. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Carol Weston. We're going to take a 2-minute break and come back with the rest of the open reading.
What is this one reminds me of Bob. 2 years later.
This is the new book. I mean, this is the brand new book. I've never seen it before. It's the people that's writing it. George wrote it there, and then to his wife, he wrote
Absolutely true. Okay, we have to get this one. I'll put it on film. In the name of God, you can go in and walk. How much are they at? Oh, only 27 pounds and 50.
Anyways, by the way, George, went to school up to the age of 14, and then he was discovered by Yates and by Eliot. Eliot made sure that all his work was published by Faber and Faber, except his autobiography. Faber and Faber wanted nothing to do with it.
Wow, that was all his work. It's just incredible.
Here's the poem.
Doing a poetry reading tonight?
We could start about 6 in the morning. We should finish sometime in